I recently took a tour of Parkside Victoria to find out just how green this urban resort is.
Hello everyone, my name is Amy. Welcome to your lead tour here of Parkside Victoria Resort and Spa. I work here at the resort for the fractional real estate department, and I'm just going to show you through the building. It'll take about 30 minutes. Take a look, for some of you who haven't been here before, take a look at the suites, what our building's all about, and with an emphasis on the environmental features, with the LEED Platinum features of the building. So if you want to follow me, we'll get started.
Our first stop, the City Club Lounge on the penthouse floor.
So is this flooring like real wood or is it plastic?
It is real wood. It's actually maple. Maple was chosen because it's a fast-growing wood, so more sustainable than, you know, a Douglas fir or something that has much of a longer life cycle. So maple was chosen. And,
then it was off to one of the rooftop gardens.
these carpets that we're walking on actually, the insets, are made of recycled plastic pop bottles.
There you go.
So they've got a bit of a sort of that nylon feel, but incredibly durable and recycled.
Once there, Amy explained what LEED stands for.
Well, just for anybody that's not familiar, LEED stands for Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. So it's a criteria that was created originally by the US Green Building Council and later adopted by the Canadian Green Building Council. So what it is, it's the criteria that was set forward so that when, you know, development goes, oh, well, we're a green development. Okay, well, you know, qualify that.
Based on what? Yeah.
Exactly. So it's basically, you know, in the simplest terms, a scorecard. So if you hit certain percentages of energy efficiency, recycled materials, waste management, site usage, et cetera, you get scored. So the rankings are LEED Platinum, Gold, Silver. And we're actually on target for LEED Platinum, which is the highest accolade you can achieve. We'll be the first resort in Canada to get there, which is exciting.
Yeah.
And you know, it's not an easy thing to do. It takes a lot of planning. It's not cheap to do. You know, so it was something that was really important to the Pearsons to strive for that highest accolade. So one of the LEED features up here is the actual the use of native or adaptive vegetation.
Then we made our way over to where you could view the living roof above the atrium. Instead of having a tarred asphalt roof, the soil and vegetation help insulate the building and keep it cool by dissipating heat during the summer.
And then this one straight below, this is what I was mentioning earlier, that it's actually an edible garden. So most of the plants you see down here are herbs through these beds here, and then as well we've got some fruit trees and that kind of thing. So once we have the restaurant in, we'll be able to utilize that more and be able to pull from our own gardens.
Then it was off to one of the luxury suites to see what green features they had in store.
Is there just not a dryer installed?
It's actually a washer and dryer in one.
I wondered that.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
it's a Japanese design.
Good idea.
So you can throw the towels in and press go and they come out dry. So as far as the green features in here, the maple is used again. Cabinets are poplar actually. And then in areas where they couldn't use, you know, a recycled material or sustainable material, like you pointed out, you know, materials like granite, or downstairs you'll see slate in the elevators. So materials, you know, real stone that's going to last the test of time, so that in, you know, 5 years we're not having to replace it. So that was the intention here. All the materials and the paints are non-VOCs, which is volatile emitting compounds. So they don't let off any toxic odors or fumes. So you'll find, you know, in a new building, often you'll get that sort of, you can smell the paint, and in this building you don't. We've had some owners that, you know, have some respiratory issues and that kind of thing, and they can walk in here and they're fine. So as well as being better for the environment, there's also health benefits as well to those types of products.
Next stop was the fitness center.
As far as the green elements in here, the flooring is actually made of recycled tires.
Then it was off to the movie theater, which has daily showings on a huge 132-inch Blu-ray projection screen. The next stop on our tour was Parkside's very own indoor 25-meter pool.
We've got a lot of owners that, you know, get their lengths in. We've got the hot tub over there in the corner. The pool is the one sort of green element about the pool is that it's ozonated. So it cuts down only about 10% of the chemicals that a regular pool would need. This pool needs. So better, A, for the environment, but also for health reasons.
We then made our way back to the 3-story glass atrium where Parkside's resident horticulturist Rachel explained how all the ponds and plants work together to regulate the temperature and humidity throughout the entire building. Yet another example of what makes Parkside Victoria one of the greenest urban resorts in the world. If you would like to be taken on your own lead tour of Parkside, they are located at 810 Humboldt Street in downtown Victoria.